back. New York, where y'all at, y'all?
We right here, what's good?
New York, stand up. Let everybody know. New York's in here. We reppin' New York City. Cause we from New York City. New York's in the house, without a doubt. New York's in the house, wherever we go.
Harper?
Yeah. So how's your day going so far?
Well, I'm coming from a divorce lawyer, so how do you think it's going?
Oh, man. So
From my husband of 10 years. After we built what I think was a pretty good power couple type of relationship.
man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too. I'm sorry to hear it too, because he's just blown up my entire life. And I mean, what did I do wrong? We're like the perfect couple.
I mean, why are you breaking up? I mean, what did he do? Or what did you do?
One night he was working late at the office, right? And my best friend from Wharton, she works with him, and she saw him at work with his assistant, right? So stereotypical. He couldn't even be original. He had to be like a young assistant. So she called me and told me what had happened. And
so wait a minute, you have a best friend at his office, and he would actually make out with what is it, an assistant? You said?
yes,
So
with
he's
his
gonna make
young
out with his. I mean,
assistant.
that seems kind of stupid for a man to do that. Like, I mean, if he knows your friend works there.
I just don't understand why he would want to end things with me. We are the perfect couple. We have a beautiful home. We have amazing jobs. We have a great relationship. But he cheated on me.
Wow.
He cheated on me. You know?
Yeah.
He cheated on me.
Why? Like, what happened?
He feels like he has no room in the marriage, and that I've taken over the marriage with all of my feelings and the way I organize things, and he just feels like he has no room in the marriage anymore.
Have you guys sought counseling or anything?
That's really for weak people. We don't need to do that.
Wow. Well, I mean, he's the one filing, or are you the one filing?
I'm the one who's going to file, probably, because we have this special clause that says that if any one of us cheats on the other, then you get 51% of everything. Considering I make more than him, $20,000 more than him, and he threw everything away by sleeping with this girl. I'm making more money than him. I have a better job than him. That's actually the thing, you know. He doesn't care about these things. He doesn't care about making more money because he's been given everything his entire life. He was born into money. Everything's always been so easy for him, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's been the major problem as our marriage has gone on. He just doesn't know how to work hard. His father did all of the hard work for him before he showed up at Harvard. His father did all of the hard work for the whole family. In fact, I wish he had even a 1% of the drive that his father had. But he's just been, when you've been given everything your entire life, you just take all of these things for granted and you don't have to do anything extra. I had to do things extra. I came from a working class family in Pennsylvania, you know, and my mother, she was a nurse and she made more money and she had to support us. And my father, his money was, he would only make a certain amount of money. So he was able to put a down payment on the house, but my mother took care of everything. She took care of the insurance. She was the consistent part of our lives. When I was a kid, I thought to myself, I didn't want this uneven relationship when I grew up. So when I grew up, I got straight A's. I got full scholarships. When I met him, I pursued him very hard.
Wait, you pursued him?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Why? I mean, normally guys pursue the female. Why would you pursue a man?
Well, I pursued him because in my mind at the time, he was this sort of perfect ideal of a husband, of my future. Like I loved that his family had a house in Cobble Hill.
Yeah.
I wanted to be in New York. I wanted to be a New Yorker.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be from Pennsylvania anymore. I wanted to be a part of his family.
Oh, so you wanted to be a part of his family?
Yes. Well, I wanted the whole thing. I wanted the perfect marriage. I wanted the perfect job. And I got all of those things. But like what happened? What happened? I just don't know what happened to it.
Did he want to like get caught? Do you feel like he wanted to get caught because your friend?
Yes, I do think he wanted to get caught. I mean, I'm far more beautiful and sophisticated than she is, first of all. He definitely wanted to get caught because he is tired of being in this relationship with me.
Why? I mean, what are you doing that would cause him to want to be out of the relationship with you?
I think that the way my mother emasculated my father, I think that is also what has happened to us.
So you feel like you're emasculating him?
Yes.
Why don't you try to correct that and maybe you can salvage your marriage?
It's been going on too long.
You don't think you can change?
I don't think it can change. It's too entrenched in the relationship now that you can't go back and do it again. And besides, like, I'm kind of enjoying having the house to myself, to be honest.
Oh, so you don't want to be married anymore?
It's like this weird limbo. Oh, maybe I don't want to be married anymore. I'm thinking about all of these different things all at the same time, and I see myself on the wedding day, and I see myself, getting this phone call from my friend, and I see all of the times in between, and I just don't know, like, where I stand in the timeline anymore.
Therapy could help if you're willing to salvage it, but it seems as if this is probably irreparable at this point. And I feel like, based on what you're saying to me, if you were emasculating your husband and you consciously were doing it or unconsciously doing it because it's just something that you saw and you just felt that that's the way you should go about doing it, you may owe him an apology at least, but he cheated on you. So maybe that's just something that you can't get past because, he broke your vows.
We've been weaponizing a lot of things. Just you grow up and you feel like you're going to have a certain relationship and time passes and things just change in all of these ways. I have been enjoying having some space to myself. Actually, pretty nice to be able to have like some breathing room.
So where do you live?
In Cobble Hill. I have a house. Well, we have a house together there. But
his family has a house in Cobble Hill as well, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That's our house together.
Oh, so you moved into his family's house?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So essentially it's his house, but you moved in.
Yes. And according to
so now you're gonna get the house?
According to the clause, the house should go to me.
What?
Yeah. In the clause, it says if either of us cheats on one another, and we don't have any kids.
Wow. Was that a situation where you couldn't have kids, or is it just you didn't want to have kids?
I thought I wanted to have kids. I had this idea of that perfect little family. And then as time went on, I felt like he didn't really want to have kids.
Why?
The kids thing is confusing, actually.
How long were you together?
12 years, I guess.
Okay.
That's a lot of time. We got married pretty young. But like I said, like I pursued him. All of the things were there that I thought. But I didn't think about...
Like, what things were there? Like, was it his status? Was his access to, like, legacy at Harvard? Like, what was it, like, that made you want to pursue this man?
All of those green flags. And at the time, like, I loved him.
What made you love him? Because based on what you're telling me, it seemed like you loved the idea of him. You loved his family's, I guess, legacy, his family's, what they had access to. Like, you mentioned that, you know? So if that's the case, then maybe you were in love with the idea of him and being the perfect couple. And as time went on, maybe that's not enough for him.
Or me.
Or you as well, yeah.
That might be true.
I mean, are you contemplating the possibility of, being by yourself? Like how that's going to be?
It makes my stomach hurt. It makes my stomach hurt.
Is he out of the house, like, completely? Like, is it?
Yeah.
He's not coming back?
Right now he's staying in a very, like, cheap Airbnb.
Okay.
That he had to find it for himself. So of course it's something stupid. He's staying someplace stupid. He couldn't even figure out, like, to go stay at a nice hotel. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go feel sorry for myself at a cheap Airbnb. So maybe he thinks that I'm gonna feel bad for him for staying there. I don't feel bad for him. I feel bad for him for breaking up our marriage is what I feel bad for.
You don't feel like you have any role in this? You just said that, you were emasculating him.
I do. I feel like it's just like that pattern that's coming back from my childhood and my parents. And I wanted to do everything to not be that couple. And it's just like this, it happened. Here I am. I can't believe it's happening to me.
Well, I can say you're broken up about it, but what are you going to do about it? What's the solution? If it's just divorce, then that's easy. But, marriage is hard, marriage is work. And if you're, you took a vow and he took a vow as well. He broke it. Now, I can't even speak to the fact of whether or not he wants to get back with you. Do you think he would even want to get back with you if you wanted to take him back?
I don't even know it's like we're in this weird limbo place where, anything can happen, right? Like, anything can happen in between these moments. And I have no idea.
Anything like what?
Anything. Either we figure it out and stay together and we're like that couple that makes it through to the other side, and that's what marriage is about, or we're that couple who goes through the divorce, he loses the house, he marries some younger version of me.
How does that make you feel that he might potentially marry some younger version of you?
Awful. That makes me feel awful. It does
do
make
you
me feel
do you
awful.
still love your husband?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Did you ever love him?
Yes.
Wait a minute, there was a pause there. You said you had to think about it. Did you ever love him? I mean, what was it about him that you liked or loved?
No, I did. When we first met, like, in college, I just, like, saw him. And, he's this tall, beautiful, blonde-haired man, utterly charming, and just like you can talk to him for forever,
Okay.
you know. But as you know, that's the charm.
So you were able to communicate with him. You were able to talk.
Absolutely,
You like talking
yes,
to him.
absolutely. But like
You like the way he looked.
yes, all of those things.
Okay, so those are points. Those are things that you can hold on to and that you can think about in regards to why you want to stay with him or why you would like to be with him. Look, I'm not trying to push you to be back with your husband, but I
Yeah.
just feel like when you invest a long time, you said 12 years, there's always something to hold on to. You got to figure out. Like I heard something years ago where it's basically like, you know, people who are married just they don't have to break up at the same time. Like one person may decide to break up, but the other one is still fighting. And as long as you don't break up at the same time, you can find your way back to each other. So right now your husband's in an Airbnb. Did you kick him out?
Yes, I did.
What's that? What is that? Like, I mean, yeah, it's clear cut. Like, you didn't kick him out, or you did kick him out? What?
Yes, I did kick him out.
Did he leave after you suggested it?
It was a very mannered kicking out, you know.
How so?
It wasn't like screaming. It was just like, you know, get out, you know.
Run me through this. You find out that he's cheating through your girlfriend.
Yes.
Do you go home and address it to him?
I was at home
You were at home.
and sitting there at home.
Okay, was he home too?
No, but then he came home
He came home.
late,
Okay, and then what did you say
and
to
I
him?
knew what had happened, and I said, you know, how is Caroline, which is his assistant?
Okay, so that's the young lady's name.
Yes.
Okay.
I said, and he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, you know, Sarah said she saw you guys in your office, and she has no reason to lie to me. And I said, how long has this been going on? And he said, it'd been going on for like a couple of months or so.
Was he like apologetic about it?
He was very sheepish. He tried to sort of like, there was that moment of like deciding whether or not he was gonna like tell me the truth. You know, I could see it on his face. He was like, maybe I can kind of get out of this. And then I could see it on the decision was made. He said, no, I'm going to tell her the truth.
Okay. And why do you think he decided to tell you the truth?
Because he was caught.
So no other reason. You don't think it was because based on the way you were saying, it's like he's, you know, trying to get out of the relationship anyway. You feel like he wanted to get caught. So you feel like he wanted to get caught?
Yes, but I hate to say that out loud. I don't like to say that. It hurts to say something like that out loud a little bit.
Why? Like, what's so devastating about that?
It hurts my ego so much. It hurts my.
Whoa.
It hurts my.
I don't mean to laugh,
It
but
hurts
that's
my. I know it hurts my feelings. It hurts my. It just hurts my soul to hear that. I just, you know how when you have all of these ideas when you're young and get blown up. I've always been very in charge. I've always been able to be, you know, the perfect Thanksgiving meal at our perfect cobblestone house.
Well, you say perfect a lot. Why is perfection so important to you? Things aren't going to be perfect in relationships and in life, and you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So why are you so stuck on perfect? You said it several times, actually.
I feel after living through so much imperfection in my youth, I was hoping that I could rebuild my life into exactly the way I wanted it to be.
And how did you want it to be?
Perfect.
Oh my God.
New York York is back. New York, where y'all at, y'all?
We right here, what's good?
New York, stand up. Let everybody know. New York's in here. We reppin' New York City. Cause we from New York City. New York's in the house without a doubt. New York's in the house wherever we go.